Good afternoon, everyone. This is Coach Matt with our Friday workout. We got a Flex Friday, so let's get prepped for it. Start with some jumping jacks, so a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of hopping on the jumping jacks, and a little bit of heart rate. Then we're going to scorpion stretch. So stretching out the chest, the shoulders, as well as a little bit of obliques and low back as we rotate. Try to touch the foot to the opposite hand, all right? Then we'll get into some balance work, right? So a standing figure four. I have one foot off the ground and I'm crossing it over on top of my knee. This is my figure four position. I want to go from a tall, reaching my fingers up as high as I can, and then in control all the way down, and I'm reaching towards my foot. And most of the time when I do this, I can't quite reach my foot on that first rep. Second rep, I'm a little closer. Oh, I touched it, right? Third rep, I can get all the way down and touch both hands to my foot if I possibly can. But we're trying to do all 5 of those reps without bobbling or without leaning against anything. It's a relatively challenging balance exercise, right? Next is 10 reps of a band row from the rig. So have that band mounted somewhere around my chest or my belly button, right? I'm just pulling towards me and pulling apart. So as I get close to my chest, I'm not just pulling towards my chest, I'm also pulling apart, squeezing my shoulder blades together at the back, and then finish with that door frame stretch. So elbow at the same height as my shoulder and just kind of twisting away. Should feel a good stretch in the forearm as well as the pecs and the chest. And then I'll do my bench press warm up. Bench press is what we are building the Flex Friday workout around. So I want you to be fresh for every set of bench press. And there is a pyramid or an inverse ladder on this one. So I've got 10 reps on the first set, then 8 reps on the second set, and then 6 reps, and then 4 reps on the last set. And as the reps go down, the weight should go up. If you would like to do another set at the end of 2 and get close to your maybe 90%, that'd be great. Remember that we will be maxing this out next week, okay? When you finish your bench press, then take a little break, a couple deep breaths, and then go through the rest of this as a circuit with the goal of being still having high quality, but getting all of those things done as quickly as possible so that we get a little bit of intensity out of that segment or that circuit, and then rest again before I go back to my bench press, which should be heavier and more challenging, right? So the circuit is 12 to 16 reps of a challenging abdominal exercise. So think GHD sit-ups, toes to bar, V sit-up, a medicine ball V sit-up, or medicine ball to toes. Any of those would be great. Next one is our dumbbell chest fly. We'll be probably close in weight for most of these exercises, but you pick one, pick a pair of dumbbells that gives you an appropriate challenge that's not too easy, but also is not so heavy that it causes you to deviate from good technique. And on the dumbbell, on the chest flies, it's usually, if I go too heavy, you'll see me bend my arms a lot, and then it turns into this kind of like modified wide hand bench press, and I want it to be a fly. So that means I'm pushing my weights as far away from my body as I can, and then using my chest or my pec muscles to squeeze those arms together. All right, the next one is a shoulder circuit. So this is 3 different exercises, all done with 8 reps. And if you need to drop weight in the middle, drop weight in the middle, but try to keep all 8 all together as tightly as you can. So the first one is our forward dumbbell raise. So I'll do 8 reps of that. And then we'll do a lateral dumbbell raise. Think about like pouring a pitcher out. That's the position of my hands. And then the last one is a reverse or rear dumbbell raise or reverse fly, where I'm pulling apart. Again, trying to keep those elbows straight-ish, right? Not all the way locked out, but almost straight. When you finish with that, then we're doing, again, with the dumbbells, a dumbbell French presses and a tricep exercise, laying on your back. So lay on my back, point my elbows at the sky, and then just extend my arms, right? So think dumbbells to the shoulders, keeping those arms pointed up, and then extend like so. Dumbbell French press, right? That's just a different variation on a tricep exercise. Record each set of bench press when you're done. And that is it for Flex Friday. There is some biking extra credit if you would like to do it. It is an interval workout that is every other minute. So it'll be a 2-minute interval 4 times through, and a specific calorie target. So this could feel very different depending on how you do it. If you do it at say like 60 RPM, it'll take you like 90 seconds or so to get 30 calories. and you'll get 30 seconds of rest. It'll be like a moderate aerobic interval, right? If you do 30 calories in 30 seconds and you get a minute and 30 seconds rest, it'll be a very different feel for this workout. So you can kind of decide, do I want to do sprint intervals or do I want to do aerobic intervals? And they will have a different feel to them. What I would say is work hard, get your 30 or 24 calories, and then rest the remainder of that 2 minutes, and then just see how close you can get to that first time that it took you to do the 30 calories or the 24 calories. When you score this one, use the bike clock, right? And the bike clock is when you hit go, you hit that green button, however long it takes you to get to 30 calories, that's where you'll say like, okay, it was 27 seconds or it was 49 seconds, and that's your score for that round. And then we're keeping track of each round as you go through, there'll be a sum total in Sugar WOD when you finish, okay? All right, that's it for Friday. Have a great one. I'll see you guys for EVA tomorrow.